श्री रघुवीर यादव सर के सम्मान हेतु आपसे पुनः आग्रह। श्री जयंत देशमुख सर के सम्मान हेतु आपसे आग्रह। श्री जयंत देशमुख सर। उन्नीस रायपुर में हुआ। शिक्षा बीकॉम एमए अर्थशास्त्र। कमला देवी संगीत महाविद्यालय रायपुर से सुगम संगीत में डिप्लोमा। इंदिरा गांधी कला एवं संगीत विश्वविद्यालय खैरागढ़ से लोक संगीत में डिप्लोमा। एमए लोक संगीत खैरागढ़ में अध्ययनरत। फिल्म बैर महू दीवाना तमू दीवानी एवं भूलन दमेज का पटकथा लेखन, निर्देशन एवं निर्माण कार्य। छत्तीसगढ़ी फिल्म मिस्टर टेटको राम का की पटकथा लेखन एवं फिल्म दो लफाड़ों का निर्देशन। पहली छत्तीसगढ़ी फिल्म भूलन दमेज को राष्ट्रीय एवं अंतरराष्ट्रीय स्तर पर सम्मान। छत्तीसगढ़ शासन श्री मनोज वर्मा को हिंदी छत्तीसगढ़ी सिनेमा में रचनात्मक लेखन, निर्देशन, अभिनय, पटकथा निर्माण के क्षेत्र में स्थापित किशोर साहू सम्मान से सादर विभूषित करता है।
अरे मोबाइल वाला नीचे दो लोग
धन्यवाद सर। किशोर साहू राष्ट्रीय अलंकरण इस वर्ष श्री श्याम बेनेगल को प्रदान किया जा रहा है। श्री श्याम बेनेगल जन्म 14 दिसंबर 1934, हिंदी फिल्मों के सुप्रसिद्ध निर्देशक। अंकुर, निशांत, मंथन और भूमिका जैसी फिल्मों के लिए बहुचर्चित। आपकी गणना समानांतर सिनेमा के अग्रणी निर्देशकों में होती है। वर्ष 2007 में भारतीय सिनेमा के सर्वोच्च पुरस्कार दादा साहब फाल्के पुरस्कार से सम्मानित सर्वश्रेष्ठ हिंदी फीचर फिल्म के लिए 5 बार पुरस्कार जीतने वाले हिंदी फिल्म जगत के एकमात्र फिल्म निर्देशक। छत्तीसगढ़ शासन श्री श्याम बेनेगल को हिंदी छत्तीसगढ़ी सिनेमा में निर्देशन के क्षेत्र में स्थापित किशोर साहू राष्ट्रीय अलंकरण से सादर विभूषित करता है। आदरणीय श्री श्याम बेनेगल सर से आग्रह कि वे अपना उद्बोधन दें। छत्तीसगढ़ उन्हें सुनना चाहता है। आदरपूर्वक उद्बोधन के लिए आमंत्रित करते हैं श्री श्याम बेनेगल सर को।
आपको इतराज न हो तो मैं अंग्रेजी में बोलूँगा। गुड इवनिंग। आई एम डीपली ऑनर्ड एंड डिलाइटेड टू रिसीव द Kishore Sahu Award. I think it's the first time it's being instituted and given, which is a greater honor. But what is wonderful is that Kishore Sahu himself, who was from here, had a very long and illustrious career in the cinema. Not only as an actor, but he was a director, writer. He did a whole range of things in the cinema and really, took Hindi cinema to a certain kind of level because he had the time to do it as well, because he had a long and wonderful career. And of course he was one of the first Indian filmmakers to attempt to make a film in color, which was very successful. It's a film called Mayurpang. And he was, I remember, because I didn't see any of his work because I was much too young to do that, but I had heard of him, I'd seen him around as well, and when I'd started to work, I do recollect seeing him very thoughtful in Film City and a few other places. So it was, it's one of those very strange things that suddenly my name gets connected with his, which to me is an enormous honor. Thank you. One of the things about Chhattisgarh itself, because this is an area that I have known, although I haven't been here recently, not for the last 43 or 45 years, but before that, I did a lot of work here myself. I made a film in Bastar about the Maria and the Muria tribals. Then I did a lot of work in this area, in Rajnandgaon, Raipur, Durg, and so on. There was an experiment that the government of India had done under Professor Yashpal, who was a very eminent nuclear scientist. In the beginning of 1970s, it was called the SITE project. And the SITE project was an attempt to bring education to the largest number of people in the country, particularly in those areas. There were 5 areas marked out. And one of them happened to be Chhattisgarh, where the level of literacy was very low, but the idea was that you can leapfrog literacy because non-literacy should not necessarily come in the way of education. So there was a whole concept of developing through oral means, because you see the first way in which, the first method by which a child learns is orally, through speech, through hearing, even before you learn to write the alphabet and words and so on. So your essential learning for any child, that is more than 60% of what we learn in life, we learn in the first 5 years of our life. And all the rest comes much later. So in a situation like this, the whole idea at that time, which was a wonderful idea, was to create programs on the basis of how people learn in areas where there is no literacy. And one of the richest such areas is actually Chhattisgarh. Because Chhattisgarh has a tradition of folklore, poetry, music, songs, and so on, that is so rich that when I started on work on this, way back, late 1960s, beginning of 1970s, there was a wonderful ethnologist, cultural anthropologist, lady called Durga Bhagwat. And Durga Bhagwat had done a field work, which was for more than 30 years, collecting the folklore of Chhattisgarh. And it's a huge publication, which I'm not sure is available. It's out of print maybe now, but it is fantastic, absolutely the most marvelous. And some very, very beautiful stories, about, say, how rain was formed. Now, you see, as I was making some of my programs, I was very close to a place near Durg, in a little village, where there was a well where a little boy was bathing in that well. And as he was bathing, he was singing very loudly. And he was singing in Chhattisgarh. I didn't know what he was singing. But I got my sound recordist to record what he was singing, and later on played it back. And for people who knew Chhattisgarh, he asked them, what was this boy singing? So he said that he was singing that the lake has fallen in love with the sky, but cannot heat the sky. And the heat of that love, the lake vaporizes and becomes a cloud. And the cloud goes around in the sky to find the sky, does not find, turns into rain and falls on the ground. And it causes rain. Now this is a village song from Chhattisgarh. Imagination, extraordinary imagination. Now this kind of work and poetry of the people, Chhattisgarh is very rich in all of this. And to me, this represented probably the most extraordinary kind of combination of things. And that I could understand then why Durga Bhagwat, when I was meeting her frequently, she said, go to Chhattisgarh, forget about every other place. If you really want to know what are the principles of learning, go to Chhattisgarh. But that's where you will know. It's not important that anybody should know how to write ABC. Oh, it's not, that's not learning. Learning is what you get out of life. And any real learning is only experiential. There is no greater learning than experience. And this, I think, was to me the greatest learning lesson, and that came from Chhattisgarh. Thank you very much.